The Arm Shark Nautilus. So, first impressions. This G10 feels weird. If these are actual G10 scales from Arm Shark, this feels a bit weird. Like the texturing's weird. I don't hate it, but I'm so used to aluminium bellies or even like full plastic that like G10's just kind of like a weird middle ground. Anywho, this is like the lightest belly I've ever flipped, at least from my perspective. I flipped like 4 bellies, maybe make it 6 now if I include the Nami I got the same day as this. But like, you know, other videos and all that. This is kind of exactly what I wanted when I always wanted a Nord. Because the first time I saw a Nord, I'm pretty sure it was like, no, it was a Wilt Hirsch video. So when I'll probably do a video on like where I got into flipping, all of this, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, this Bally is, I need to stop doing that. This Bally is so light, and it just, the momentum carrying is so different from anything else I've ever flipped. Like this feels like a Bally where like I can get white top flippers probably really like this Bally, but at the same time it's like, dude, this thing, it slaps, right? And immediately just scuffed the G10. Cool. Is it? Yeah, just like a little scuff right there. Anywho, you're probably gonna be an Ender safe queen from now on. Beat up around the Kraken. So I think the one Bally I've always wanted is always like been a Nautilus, and then I realized how much they cost. And after ordering my first Bally, which was my Mako V4, I realized how expensive it is to get them in my country. So, and I was kind of like, oh, maybe one day, you know, if I save for a couple of years and blah, blah, you know, rainy day fund, then, you know, travel for a bit, found me in that, and then kind of learned what clones are. I was like, oh, cool, you know, maybe a Nautilus clone to hold me over until I'm actually able to afford the proper Nautilus. And if this is what a Nautilus is, I would want to hold on. The thing that makes me fear the actual Nautilus is the whole tap issues. Right now, I don't know if this is tap or this is just rattle from something that I'm like not paying attention to. But this not tapping is beautiful. But I'm like, oh, if this taps, I paid like $35 to $50 for this because it was on sale. And like probably a 47 or something like that. And if $47 of tops, whatever, right? $100 of tops might make it tops all the time, so that's whatever. But like $250 and it's tapping really would make me upset. You know, but the first impression of this, the G10 is really nice. It doesn't feel bad. It feels really smooth. The design, of course, is beautiful since, you know, it's copying the Nautilus. It's got the glider scales. I would have preferred wide scales, but you know, you're not gonna let a sale pass you by, right, for a value that you want. Right, and you know, for anyone outside the US or, you know, maybe Canada or somewhere where it's really expensive to get a Nautilus and you really just want one, I do recommend this on Shark one. I think the tolerances will hold up really well. It feels good quality in the hands. It flips really well. And I really just, okay, that was a bite handle. And the thing is, the bite handle indicator on this and the Nami, you actually feel like a slight scratch, like a very minor scratch, but it's enough to notice like, hey, I'm doing something wrong here. And just try to do some tech. I'm doing something wrong here, and I'm trying to, and it's making me feel like this. Anywho, I recommend this. This is a good flipper for the money. Some people hate clones. Some people don't understand. I think the whole clones, you know, I'll do a whole video on that. But yeah, this is good. It compares to the Cracker-Raken, the like Arm Shark Cracker-Raken. I might suggest the Cracker-Raken more though, because of how it carries momentum. And I think that the build quality over a long period of time, since I have my Cracker-Raken for months, I think it's going to hold up better. So if you're looking into clones, then, and you just want something cheap, $50, $60, then I recommend the Arm Shark Cracker-Raken. If not, the Bally Plus Kraken, because it helps with it being a live blade, right? Then, but yeah, the whole clones debate. If you don't want clones, the Bally's Canyon, best thing I've touched. That is, you know, in that price range, non-clone. It held up well, so good of a flipper that I actually gave it to my friend because he wanted to get into Bally's. And I was like, oh, cool, I don't really mind. I have like 2 right now. I don't mind giving you this one. Cost, it's my cheapest one, and I think you are learning. You're going to drop it a lot. It's going to be good for you to have. The other thing is, like, I want to try an extrusion. I saw them in a Bally's cheese. Volp is weird because people talk about the Chapmans. I'm like, do I really want to pay $70 and not be able to chop? And I'm like, oh, cool. Then I see why, like, clones just work out for everybody a little bit. So, clones, touchy subject, make a whole vid on that. But first impressions of this is very good, worth the money, and everything I want in a note till, you know, I can buy a note. So, yeah, and that's the thing. For every clone that I have, I probably want to buy an original one day. And that's the truth of it. I just, you know, paid 300% the price of every Bally I buy. So, you know, 300% of $50, like $150. But 300% of $400 is $1,200 in that currency. You're making a fraction of the price as your monthly salary, and your currency is already 3 times weaker than it. So what are you gonna do? Anyways, I'm Shark Nauilus.